with the that's going on between the Israeli. I can't talk today. Going on between Israel and the Palestinians. Unfortunately, this family was targeted and is being investigated as a hate crime. The mom did say that the landlord approached them several times, saying that he didn't understand why the war was happening. In the event of doing that, mom said, well, let's have a prayerful, prayer. Let's get together. And instead, he stabbed the mom. The mom was able to get away into the bathroom, but as she was calling 911, the little boy was stabbed to death and declared dead at the hospital.
And you said they're investigating it as a hate crime, but what is there really to investigate? He confronted her about the war and killed her because of it. But it makes me think about last year, was that 2021, when they passed the Asian hate crime bill? And I couldn't understand why there are so many other demographics that are subjected
and this is
that's the guy that killed her right there.
That's the delinquent that did it.
He fits the bill.
Karuza.
But I couldn't understand why they wouldn't pass another hate crime bill, because Muslims and Arabs, anybody from their region, they've been subjected to hate crimes since 9/11.
And
still, every year of the anniversary of 9/11, there are hate crimes against that group. So it's just unfortunate that the 6-year-old was the casualty of.
Now, I think what this story was troubling is the wife of the landlord, Mr. Karuza. She already said that she was in fear for the family's life. She feared that he was going to do something. So this is one of those things, again, that could have been avoided, unfortunately. I mean, he stabbed him 26 times. A 6-year-old. 32-year-old mom did make it, and she can't even go to the funeral. She's going to have to mourn her son all by herself because of her injuries that she sustained.
I hope they throw the book at him.
Yeah. But, unfortunately, we live in a world right now where racism, it trumps everything, especially when he goes into jail. He'll probably go into jail, and you'll have people clap him as he walks in. But that's the world we live in now, unfortunately. But let's move on. Miami-Dade police officers might have an accountability that they usually don't have. So they're planning on ramping up how they actually communicate. So the Miami-Dade County has got a green light and a considerable financial investment into sanctioning new laws and new procedures. Up to $9 million will be spent on new tech to give them more accountability. Now, we know Miami-Dade, driving while black, walking while black, eating while black. As long as those tools are effective in how they profile, then it would make sense, not just, legislatively.
And this is going to be a game changer, because look at how much impact the body cams have made since they've released the body cams on the police officers. Numerous crimes have been solved because of the body cam footage. So
I don't think they shouldn't be able to turn the body cam off.
No.
That's the problem with the body cam.
But I think that this new device is going to weed out a lot of people who are getting on the force for the wrong reasons, because a lot of people get on the force just to basically have the right to attack whatever groups they want to do it and not be legally penalized for it. So,
but it's going to cost. So Miami-Dade is one of the 8th largest police agencies in the U.S. They have over 1,500 civilian employees that work for the police department. So this is not just for the officers. This is overall. This is administrative. These are people that are actually working on cases. I am okay with that, but can we do something about the rape kits? It's not just policing. The entire system on a whole needs an overhaul. There's rape kits that are waiting years, decades ago that haven't even been touched. Let's start with the things that need to be brought up to speed, not just to spend tax dollars for no reason. And it'll cost $2.6 million to potentially even carry that on for another 5 years. So it's time to see change.
It is time. We'll see how this plays out. And on that note, it's time to get into what's trending. So a TikTok video has gone viral after a woman refused to get out of her car to go on a date at the Cheesecake Factory. Take a look at this clip.
He got me at the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. I ain't getting out this car.
So you expect a man to go all out on the first date, is that right?
I mean, you're supposed to. Look at me.
Nothing wrong with the Cheesecake Factory, right?
Yes, there's a lot wrong with the Cheesecake Factory.
Okay, well,
Look at me. I cannot go in the Cheesecake Factory.
There's nothing wrong.
I will die. That's embarrassing.
Then maybe we're not ready in a relationship for such a nice, fancy restaurant as Aria. Especially if I'm paying for the whole thing. Maybe we're not right for each other. But respectfully, I'm gonna just drop you off at home.
Oh, no, he did.
Now, the part that you didn't see in the video was that he actually did have reservations at an upscale restaurant. She was an hour late and made him wait outside, and the alternative was the Cheesecake Factory, and she recorded him and blasted him. I wish that was my homeboy, because Candy, you say what you gonna say, Kat?
She looked like she ate half of the
I want to say
Factory.
it. I want to say it.
You big, round-looking thing. This is the type of woman that make black women look bad. She had half the factory, but don't go anywhere. I got more right after this on what's trending.
I'm so glad. Yeah.
Way to go in, way to go in. So come back with that same energy. Yeah, come back with that same.
Appreciate you. I'm glad you said it, Candy, because I couldn't say it. All right. Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Did you catch that, Can? You heard it?
Okay. That's fine.
Appreciate you.
Brief. Oh. You want to keep your hands away.
Short song, but you know, still in my life.
Testing 1 2 1 2.
Testing 1 2.
You got her? Cool.
I always had that too, and that's why I always do the little side. But you're fine.
Okay.
No, but you probably need
Okay,
to
okay.
well, we'll open it with the
Unfiltered.
yeah.
We going live? Welcome back to the show. You're just in time for Unfiltered. So after 16 years as a successful hairstylist, today's guest decided to open a creative content space called Studio 7. Please welcome to our show the beautiful Miss Natalia Summers.
Thank you.
Welcome. Beautiful.
You look amazing.
Thank you.
Stunning.
Thank you for taking time to come and hang out and chat with us, and congrats on your success at
Thank
Studio
you so
7.
much. I'm so honored to be here with you guys. Thank you for the opportunity.
Oh, anytime. So we're ready to jump right in. You ready to do this?
For sure.
So I understand that you were born and raised in Boston.
I was born in Boston, raised here.
Okay.
In Orlando. You know you talking about Pine Hills?
Oh.
That's me.
Really? I would have.
Why you
I
say
would have
like
never.
that? Wait a minute.
I would have just never looked at you and said Pine Hills. I just.
Why?
Yeah, exactly. Bootsy said we all got some
That's
ratchet in it.
terrible.
Because she's a pretty girl. You don't expect. Oh, no, this sounds so much worse than it is. I'm sorry, Pine
Whoa.
Hills. I didn't mean it like that. I'm just saying.
Oh.
Blows
Listen.
that
I
skirt.
mean it as a compliment, Natalia. You're
I'm going to try to take it as one.
you're a very pretty woman. That's all I'm saying.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
But what was it like? Look at Candice. What was it like being born in Boston and growing up here, moving here?
Well, my family is Jamaican.
Okay.
Come on.
Oh,
Yes.
Lord.
It is what it is. I thank God for my culture, my heritage.
Yes.
So
Pretty girl.
Thank you.
I love it.
So, you know, they migrated to Boston first, and that has a really big Caribbean community too up there. A lot of people don't know that there are Black people in Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then we end up coming to Florida to get away from the cold, and Pine Hills 438.
Say it again.
Pine Hills
Say
438.
it again.
438.
Say it again. Because I live close to Pine Hills.
Right?
You live close to Pine Hills?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with Pine Hills. The same thing that's going on in all other communities are going on in Pine Hills, but the other communities have noise ordinances, so they can't play the sirens. But they getting robbed, they getting killed, everything else is going on the
I'm
same
from
way.
Memphis, so I feel good at
Oh,
Pine Hills. Yeah, so
yeah.
so
Yeah.
you already look at
Yeah, you where the real shots is at. Yeah.
Pine Hills is an upgrade.
Look, Pierre, pretty woman come out to Pine Hills and stay there.
I love it.
Yeah.
The nerve, audacity to start like this.
It be the short ones.
All the time. Girl have to overcompensate.
I'll take
It's
this big
true.
violence. That was a good one. That was a good one.
It's all right. We won't give it to him too bad. So your platform 7. Amazing.
Thank
so
you.
how do you explain? Can you explain the types of creators that come in to use that space?
Okay, so our space is like a modern creative space. It's not as luxurious as this one yet. We've been open maybe about a month and a half now.
Oh,
but
congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. So we transitioned from a salon to a creative space. My business partner, he's a photographer, videographer. So we're catering to the modern creative that may
that's
need
nice.
help rebranding or, you know, with social media content or just figuring out where they fit as an influencer. So yeah,
Oh, that's
some of everybody.
good. That's good.
So what all does the Studio 7, what all does it entail? Like, are we talking like videos? Are we talking photo shoots? Like, what all can you get done?
Yeah,
at
so we
Studio
do
7?
have a podcast space.
Okay.
So we do podcasts. We have like, it's kind of like a homely feel. So we have different sets, like a living room set, and we have like the modern arches, stuff like that. We have clothing hall spaces, and yeah, and then we're working on our creative content space where you can just come and brainstorm and use our Wi-Fi, and so that way we can help with branding and content creation and stuff like that.
Wow, okay.
Little
Oh, okay. That's great.
Candice, what?
Now, question. Are you able to connect other content creators to each other? So you're going into a space where I'm sure it would benefit to know each other. Is there something or some kind of directory that they can work together?
Right now, we're doing everything pretty much off of Instagram, but as the days progress, we're constantly, you know, working to bring everything together. But we are hosting like small events and mixers and stuff like that. yeah, to kind of bring the community together and kind of get the word out and,
That's good.
yeah, so kind of, to gear to the masses.
So they can meet each other and
Yeah.
that's good.
So it's a networking space too.
Yes.
Nice, nice. So you have 16 years of experience as a hairstylist.
Yes.
So do you incorporate what you learned as a hairstylist into running this business? Are they similar?
It is a little similar because in a sense, I feel like being a hairstylist for 16 plus years, it's been a really blessed run, but I always had to kind of be an influencer. I had to stay up on the trending things just to kind of keep myself and my clients fresh. So now I am, tying that in, and there are a lot of things that I did as a salon owner that I want to kind of get away from now with the creative space, but I want to use the expertise that I have behind the chair and being able to be personable. And even now, as people are booking our space, we've had a good amount of bookings in the last month and a half since we just opened.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's
Congratulations.
been blessed. Thank you.
Yeah, I gotta come and check it out.
Thank you, yes. And sometimes when the girls come in, it's like, I'm like, now, you know what? I gotta keep my setup on set because they be needing a recurl and, just to kind of.
Oh, so you styled them
So
too.
I didn't intend to want to style them, but at the end of the day, we want them to look their best for this content that they're putting out that's representing our space too.
That's awesome.
So that they can continue to use the space and get like a well-rounded service. So we are gonna start offering that. And a lot of people ask me all the time to style them. I don't know how deep we'll get into that. But, I am going to start off
would
with
be
incorporating.
good.
Yeah, 'cause I
One-stop
do
shop.
miss being behind the chair a little bit. I don't want to go back.
Why not?
Yeah. But even to have a makeup artist on site, I think that's great because a lot of times people come in and they're like, okay, I don't know what I need to look like on film, which is totally different. That's great.
Thank you.
So what trends or changes do you think you'll be able to make? Because the content space is so different now and creators are so different and it's constantly like, is there anything that you want to add to that other than the personal services? Like what changes do you see?
Well, a little bit. So because we already had this space, it's about a 1,500 square foot space that we have now. But we are planning to scale very soon and to get a bigger space that has like a full kitchen so that also content creators that may not have the aesthetic at home to, do
Cooking shows.
Exactly, to do cooking shows. So we're hoping to add that onto our set and, just different things like that. So we do want to make a lot of changes. We're just kind of starting out with what we have, and we wanted to really bring something to Orlando that the other cities are doing, like LA, Atlanta, New York, because we kind of did like a more modern set. So like with the arches and, the nude sets and stuff like that. So.
Oh, that's nice. I gotta come check out your space.
For sure.
But since we're talking about content creators, right, and all things social media, we're gonna get into a conversation. We're gonna shift gears a little bit.
Okay.
So Chris and I spoke about this briefly at the top of the show, and it's a video that actually went viral of a woman saying that she didn't want to go into a cheesecake factory.
I saw it.
Yeah, it was the old Mumpy big girl, and it has gone viral because people are like, well, how dare you? Do you feel that as a first date, that is too low, the Cheesecake Factory, or?
I definitely don't think that it is too low. And when I saw it, I think yesterday I saw it on social media, and I'm looking like, one, who the heck is she?
That
and
part.
two is, we all think that we're somebody, but at the end of the day, it's like everyone keeps saying chivalry is dead, but it's because we're killing it.
Yeah,
literally. Because when I saw her carrying on like that, first of all, the guy got out to open the door for her.
Yeah.
And you are acting like you're just the Queen of England, God rest her soul. And, I just couldn't believe it. I was done. I wanted to go in, but being an influencer, I feel like there's so many things that you can't say because you don't want to be controversial. Then when you build your platform, it's like not even just not want to be controversial, but you don't want the people to spam your page and get you deleted after you try to build up these followers.
Listen,
we
you
speak that language.
You have to pick a side. All Mumpy can go flyer is cut because this is the problem. So because of social media, dating is a whole different ball game right
Oh, yeah.
now,
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah.
Social media has caused marriages to just look like it's nothing.
Yeah.
And marriage is beautiful.
Yeah.
But because of women like that, and we're constantly seeing
Mm-hmm.
this thing, it doesn't benefit anyone.
Yeah.
You know what? Even if those are, everybody's entitled to their own standards. You know, if that's what she believes she's worth for $300-$400, cool, whatever. My thing was, why did she have to get the camera out and embarrass him? That was the only thing that
She was
kind of
trying
made.
to go viral.
Yeah.
And she did, but that was my biggest
Yeah.
thing. Like, don't embarrass, because just from the interaction I've seen, it looks like he's a nice
Yeah,
guy. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And I felt like she took that moment to try to.
Yeah.
He's not even her type. He
You
saw,
think
no, let me tell you what happened.
What happened,
She
Kid?
saw money. She saw this little Indian man or whatever he's from, wherever he's from. He said, oh, she's an engineer. He got a couple companies. And you're a big sour self, okay? Say, look, whoa, you have on $3.99 glasses and $1 earring. And you're telling this man that you can't go to Cheesecake Factory?
I was going to say.
This is the problem.
She doesn't even look dressed to go to like a super upscale restaurant. Like, she looks like she should be going to the Cheesecake Factory.
She actually got what she wanted. She wanted to go viral. People feed into that. We're talking about it. So it worked.
But a lot of women did back her up and kind of felt like men should go all out on the first date. I don't think that should be the case.
Listen, however you got her is how you got to keep her. Men go out and they do these dates, but if that's how you got her, you got to keep her.
Well, now only reason I say this is because a lot of times what happens, a lot of girls like her specifically know they're not even interested in the dude, but they'll go just to get a free meal. A lot of women do that. And what ends up happening is the man sits at the table, realizes 5 minutes into the conversation that the girl got no personality, and now we got $300 in 2 hours.
We don't want no free
What I'm
meal.
trying to figure
Thank you.
out is why is she acting like the Cheesecake Factory is not expensive enough when the issue is the food don't taste that good? That's what she
Now
should
say
have been
that.
saying.
If it's
That's what she should have been saying. The food is not that good.
well, the cheesecake.
The
hit.
chee- the
Now, the
cheesecake is
hit.
good,
The
exactly.
cheesecake hit. But
That
Exactly.
mango coconut cheesecake situation.
oh yeah, what we had last week. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's about it, the cheesecake. And maybe a drink.
The drinks are good and the dessert is good, but
Oh, God, but we got to thank you for being on the show.
No, thank you guys so much for having me. It's been blessed.
Thank you.
I'm excited. I was excited to be here. I'm excited to be here. Just seeing you guys' energy and stuff is a blessing. So I'm
Thank
happy for
you.
you guys too.
Thank you.
Thank you. We got to come out
Yes.
and check out that space.
Yes,
Especially
for
me. I'm always
sure.
looking to do new content.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, well, we got you. We got it in the
Good.
bag.
We come to the
That's
studio
nice. But thank you for being on the show. Guys, that's our show for today. We got to get out of here.
You can catch us same time, same place. Be safe until tomorrow, you guys.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.